Alright, so let's talk about how the trade works, or how the signal works. Okay, so let's go to so this is today signal. Okay, so and this is the way the signal look like. And most of the time this is the way they will be, like 2 entries. Okay, so it's just once in a while that you'll be seeing 1 entry. So most of the time there will be 2 entries, and you must set limit for the 2 entries. Okay, so for today now, this USD card, look at the way it is. Okay, look at the way the USD card is. We have 8 pips for each entry. Okay, so like I said, I'll put the entry price, the stop loss, which is the SL price, which is stop loss, and then the TP price. So the SL now, the price is there, then the pips is there. You don't need to be calculating the pips by yourself. I already put the pips. It is 8 pips stop loss. So I remember the way I explained to you guys on the FS calculator. Just go and put 8 pips. Just go to your FS calculator. Let me just quickly go there. Open the FS calculator. So for example, USD card now. So let's go to USD card. Position size calculator. Okay, position size. USD. Okay, not here. Sorry, that's your account currency. So financial instruments, USD card. Let me just search for USD card here. USD card. So amount at risk. So let me just leave it at $15. How many pips? I put $8, 8 pips there. Sorry, stop loss is 8 pips. Okay, this is where you are going to put your. So this is what will be changing most of the time, is this stop loss pips and the pair that I call, which is the financial instruments. That is what will be changing. So sometimes it might be Euro USD. So that's what you are going to be changing on your position size calculator here. Okay, so then you just come to your, you don't need to change the amount. Like I said, you need to use a fixed risk. Okay, so just come to your standard lot here, and then you see 0.18. You can see under the standard lot we have 0.18. Then go to your MT4 and then go and put 0.18 where the lot size is. Okay, so that's where, and then you set the first entry and set the second entry as well. Set the TP. The TP for the first entry is 3R. The TP for the second entry is 4R. Most of the time this is the way to look like. This is the way to be. If I check other pairs here, see, go the same thing, 3R, 4R. You can see, even if it's good, though, you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to think because good is volatile is going to blow your account. No, just look at the pair that I put here. Look at the pips right on the SL, 29 pips. And one thing is that if you take this 29 pips and take it here, you don't even need to look for good. Don't look for good. If you use Euro USD, it will be the same thing. Euro USD, GBP USD. If you can use those two to calculate your good. Please, good is very, very important that you understand the way it works. Though you don't need to change this to good. You don't need to be looking for good here. ZAR USD is good. I can try to say ZAR USD. If I put 25 pips here, so this is ZAR USD. So if I put 25 pips as an example here, I'm risking, let's say, $30 as an example. I'm trading a 1K account and I'm risking $30, and the stop loss here is 25 pips. The standard loss here is 1.20. Okay, 1.20. Now if I change this to Euro USD, can you see that the standard lot on Euro USD is 0.12? This 0.12 is the correct one for good. Don't use that ZAR USD. Use either Euro USD. For example, now Euro USD is showing 0.12, right? If I change it to GBP USD, it should still be the same thing. GBP USD should still be the same 0.12 because they are the same thing. Okay, they are the same thing. But if I change it to USD card, it will be different. USD card. Can you see this is 0.16? It is different. So make sure that if you are trading good, the stop loss that I call for you, come and put it here. Don't change the stop loss. Don't use your own calculation, your head calculation, and make sure you use either Euro USD or GBP USD to calculate good. So that is how you can enter good without any issue. If you trade made loss, it will lose the exact amount that you want to risk, which is the $15 that you have, the $30 rather, that you have put here, it won't lose more than that $30. And if it's going to deliver probably 1 to 3 for you, to give you your $90 completely. Okay, so that is how to calculate either gold or any other pairs that you want to trade. So same thing. So please, like I said, always follow rules. Let me give you the rules that guide DPT signal service. Okay, the rules, let me check it. I already wrote it down here. So you can see I wrote here rules for DPT signal profitability. If you want to be profitable with our signal, follow all these rules. Rule 1 says use constant risk. I can't overemphasize on that. Use constant risk amount based on the calculated risk you've done, and always calculate your risk before entering any trade. So I've shown you guys how to calculate your risk, how to divide your account size to 30 or to 3%, which is still the same thing. Okay, so rule 2 says stay active and make sure to enter all signals that will be called on the group. The reason why you need to make sure you enter all the trade, because of course there is no 100% strategy. Okay, so if I call 5 trades in probably let's say I call 3 trades in a day or 2 trades in a day, if you did not enter the first one and the first one make profit, you now enter the second that make loss, then the second day probably we took a loss also. Those things will not balance. Okay, they will not balance. Taking all the trades will end you in profit at the end of the week, at the end of the day, at the end of the month. That is how you are going to stay profitable following our signal. Okay, make sure you enter all trades that will be called. Rule 3 says don't cut any trade halfway unless I give instruction for you to do that. And the reason why I give is most of the time I won't give instruction for you to cut trade. Most trade we go and ETP, or probably if trade gets to, let's say we are aiming towards 3R and trade is already on 2.9 or 2.95 or 2.85, and I ask you to close trade, that is still okay. You don't need to be greedy because of 0.3 or this thing, then we now lose the trade. So those are the time that I can ask you to probably close your trade. Or we enter 2 trades, we are on 2 trades, and then they are both delivering 2R, and I just decided to let us close the 2 trades on 4R for that day, so that we can end the day with 4R. I think if you check here, I did the same thing here for people here before I remove all the people and then leave just 3 people here. So you see here, Euro card was on 2R, GU was on 2R. Can you see the 2? So then I said you can close both trade now. That will be 4R plus. So in fact, at the time when I asked them to close this, I think one of them is, I think 2 of them is above 2R, not just 2R exactly. They are actually around 2.3, 2.4. So then I asked them to close. That's why I said it will be 4R plus. So that is an instant where I can ask you to close trade. Okay, so make sure you follow instruction. That is very, very important. Rule 4 says don't break even unless I give the instruction to do that. So most of the time we don't break even at all. In fact, I may not even ask you to break even, because a trade might get to 2R, go back to entry, goes back to entry, and then still go and deliver. If you have break even, that means you are going to lose the money that you are supposed to make that day. Okay, so make sure you follow all these rules so that you can remain profitable for the signal group, okay, or for the signal service, however you want to call it. So that's how the signal works for you to be profitable. Make sure you follow all the trades. They are the same way. You can see this is GBP USD, this is Euro card, same way. Most of the time the 2 entries will be same pip stop loss, same pips. Okay, can you see this one is just one entry? Okay, so can you see this is U card or Euro card? Let me see the signal. A card. Okay, so this is good. You can see that this good now, the stop loss is 38 pips. I even asked them to close. They close good now in profits. The XL seems to be much. So, but even though if the XL is much, that does not mean that you should not calculate 38 pips. Just go to your position size calculator, choose Euro USD or GBP USD, put 38 pips in the stop loss, and then put the amount that you want to risk there. Like I said, the amount will be fixed rather. So that is how to remain profitable. Okay, that's how to remain profitable on this signal group. So that's all I have to say. Let me go back to the rules so that you can see it once again. All right.